Gunfreak Nation, man, just when you thought it couldn't get worse, man, my sister sent me a link because I ain't heard nothing. I'd never heard of this before, man. But I'm not surprised or shocked at it. But did y'all hear the latest news about these so-called serial killer truckers, man? They're truck drivers, and they killing people, man. I mean, unaliving people. This is crazy. A lot of people are coming up, they're turning up missing, and their bodies are being found in different states, man. It's she sent me the link to it, and I want to play some of it. I want to play some of it so y'all can see this. I just want y'all to be careful. This is crazy. Let me up the volume on this right here, man. Y'all gotta see this. Just go on YouTube and hit the search engine, and they say it is like probably over 450 serial killer truckers that are out there. And you don't get me wrong, man. We this is no dig at truck drivers, you know what I'm saying? But some of them, they say, are potential. No, ain't no potential. Some of them motherfucking truckers is fucking serial killers, man. Look at this shit. I gotta take my screen protector off my phone. My screen protector all fucked up.
Murderous truck drivers prowling the nation's highways for victims have become familiar villains, really, in TV shows and movies.
In fact, the percentage of long-haul truckers who become murderers is small. But according to the FBI, there are likely hundreds of homicidal truck drivers on our roads who have never been caught.
Many of them have driven across Nevada and have left a bloody trail behind them. Tonight, Chief Investigator George Knapp takes a deeper dive into how victims are targeted. And some of this information, it is graphic.
86-year-old Reno resident Patrick Carnes was driving in tandem with a long-haul trucker along I-80 when he vanished forever back in 2011. His car was found in the same out-of-the-way field where 62-year-old Judith Casita's vehicle was found 5 years earlier. She, too, was never seen again. Nevada lawmen came to suspect that a serial killer trucker, possibly two, were picking off victims along I-80.
This was actually where the vehicle was.
I've seen some gruesome things in 25 years as an FBI agent, really gory crime scenes.
Former FBI Assistant Director Frank Figluzzi says the two missing Nevadans are not typical targets for serial killer truckers. Most of the known victims are younger women, either sex workers or hitchhikers. Figluzzi learned about the killers and their most likely victims by digging into a bureau program called the Highway Serial Killings Initiative, established in 2009, and learned even more by riding shotgun with truckers over thousands of miles. Research that produced his best-selling book, Long Haul. By studying known murders, missing persons, and truckers themselves, the FBI estimates there could be 450 long-haul truckers who are serial killers, probably more. Many are sexual predators. Some just like to kill.
One indeed likes to control the outcome and loves the power and will prolong torture, rape, and other horrors. But the other one, George, the other kind of serial killer, simply wants to kill. He enjoys that power of life and death, and he kills quickly.
He's killing because he's lonely?
The specter of a mass murderer rumbling down the highway in a multi-ton traveling crime scene has been used in several TV shows and in movies, including the thriller Suspect Zero. But sometimes it spills out too close to home. Truck driver Chester Todd was suspected by the FBI of multiple rapes and murders of women, but he went on the run in 1996 and didn't surface until 2011 in Las Vegas, where he'd been living under an assumed name. Another serial killer truck driver, Wayne Allen Ford, had a severed breast in his pocket when he turned himself in to California police in 1998. He admitted to 4 murders. 3 of his victims had been dismembered. The body of one victim, 26-year-old Tina Gibbs of Las Vegas, was found in Northern California, not far from Ford's home. One of the most vile of the trucker killers is Robert Ben Rhodes, who built a torture chamber in his truck. Rhodes murdered 2 couples he picked up hitchhiking, one in Utah, one in Texas, and is suspected of dozens of other murder, torture sagas.
They're some of the most heinous crimes and criminals in the book, including Robert Ben Rhodes, who picked up a 14-year-old girl hitchhiking, hooked her up from fish hooks inside his torture chamber in his rig. Over the course of several weeks across many states, raped and tortured her, leaving her for dead in an abandoned farmhouse.
The most common and most vulnerable pool of victims are the so-called lot lizards, which is the crude name drivers use for the sex workers who ply their trade in the nation's truck stops. Figluzzi met and interviewed many of them for his book, including a few who survived their attacks, and knows that educating these women about the dangers is tough. Many of them have drug addictions and poor judgment, move around a lot, don't let family know where they are, so no one is likely to report them missing. Figluzzi also wrote his book to educate cops about the FBI initiative. The Nevada lawmen working on the Pat Carnes case had no idea there's an FBI database they could have accessed.
If I have one message to any law enforcement officer listening, it's get your unsolved cases, especially involving roadside killings, into the FBI's database.
The trucking industry has embraced the effort to find and weed out killer truckers and has installed tracking devices on most corporate-owned rigs. But Figluzzi notes some drivers have learned how to skirt those precautions, and he says there are hundreds of thousands of independent truckers who drive their own rigs and are not being monitored as they cruise along those long stretches of dark and empty highways. George Knapp, 8 News Now.
Wow, man.
Disturbing stuff. We put more information on the highway.
Wow. Wow. This is crazy. Man, this only proves to me that we are living in a wicked world. The devil is alive and real, and he got so many minions out there, minions that is doing the work for him. Serial killer truck drivers, man. Get the fuck out of here, man. They say it could be upwards of over 450 of them that's operating across this country right now. This is wow. Man. This is crazy. This is crazy. Gunfreak Nation, y'all please be safe out there. You know, not only do you got to be, be alert of your surroundings, but be alert around them truck drivers, man. And like I said, this is not an indictment on all truck drivers, but y'all just saw the news clippings, man, the news footage, man. This is sick and beyond disgusting. You got to be savage ready 24/7 nowadays. It's crazy out here. Get armed, and if you can, stop all that hitchhiking, man. It's not safe. You know what I'm saying? And for the sex workers, the prostitutes, the addiction got them, so it's really sad, because they're prostitutes, so they already looked down on in society like they ain't nothing, like they just trash. And they the easiest target for a serial killer. Think about it, man. They out there, addicted to drugs, and family, they're away from their family, nobody know their whereabouts. If they come up missing, nobody is going to miss them, and they getting away with it, but some of these so-called truck driver serial killers, they're attacking regular people, that they targeting, regular, ordinary, people, that's not in the sex, that's not prostitutes, so wow. I just needed to put this. I know YouTube might try to block this video or whatever, because you know, YouTube will be YouTube, but I felt the need to get that message out there, man. You know, y'all just be careful out there. You know, just be careful. You know, you just never know. You know, some people be like, oh, he look creepy. He look like a... Nah, you don't know. Never judge a book by its cover. The person that don't, you know, allegedly that don't look like a serial killer, that don't look like a killer, is the killer. All right, you can't trust nobody. Is what I'm trying to say. I don't give a damn how nice they are or how clean or whatever. You cannot trust them. So stay on your P's and Q's and keep your head on a swivel and always be alert of your surroundings and don't put yourself at a disadvantage where somebody can, you know, get the drop on you, you know? But yeah, that's horrible, man. You know, they say a lot of people, it's people coming up missing every day. But they said some of the bodies are being found in different states, man. Not different cities, but different states. So it's got to be a serial killer trucker, man. Yeah, be safe out there, man. Wow. It's some crazy, sick, demented, twisted, demonic, you know, savages out there. And they happen to drive trucks, man. The truckers, man. Wow. Anyway, Gun Freak Nation, listen, y'all stay armed. You know, stay responsible with your firearms. Stay righteous. And be ready to send one of them damn fucking, you know, serial killer truckers to Funky Town. Love you, Gun Freak Nation. Salute. Man, that's crazy. Wow.